Now I'm going to walk you through Song 1 of Book 1 of the Academy on all 5 levels. When we learn to speak our native language, we speak that first, then we learn to read words we already know. Then we learn grammar in a language we're already fluent in. So we try to take the same approach. These kids will learn the song very quickly on an up and down scale. We'll transform it into a perpendicular view, and they'll see how music notation is oriented vertically and how the piano relates to that. Then we go to a color-coded musical notation. Then we add fingerings or note names, and then we take away the colors, and we still have the fingerings so that they can find their way at the black keys. Then we take those away, but at this point, they're fluent in the song and this reading. Then we take them off of that to the sheet music. So we're going to pick Your Dreams, Song 1, and I'm going to pick both first and second track, which is right and left. Then I'm going to go to a world, and I'm going to choose the turtles here. And I would start off the tempo of the very first song, and that's set here in options. I've got it way up to 94. I can just slide that down to about 60. And you change the tempo, left and right arrows on your keyboard, not up and down. If you're doing this and it doesn't change the tempo, go into the options and check so that you can do it from the screen. And on audio, I've got my lead volume slightly better than my accompaniment volume. And on the visual screen, I'm starting on level 1. You want to position the child's hands, right hand on black and red, and then index finger and middle finger, kind of a mirror image. By the way, the fingering of the hands is thumbs are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we might have the kids go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And then just play a game, you know, wiggle number 4, okay. Wiggle number 5, okay. Wiggle number 3, okay. Right, so they see that mirror relationship between the hands and the fingerings. I'm going to the play. I've got their hands right here. And what I like to do is have my hand ready to pause it, and I stop and I explain to them, okay, there's color-coded keyboard up here, and it's the same colors down here, okay? And so you've got the red one here, you've got a red line with a red turtle coming up to the red key. So when you know which key to hit, that's this one, right? And there's a black one coming behind that, and then your left hand will be on these two, okay? And then when this turtle gets to this keyboard, right about that middle line, you want to get him, okay? Don't let him get past you, you want to get him. And so then they're ready. I've hit pause. I'm going to either hit play or another P and unpause it. All right, left hand, all right, and I'm orientating them that. I might be playing the left hand and they're playing the right hand. It depends on where they are. If you feel like this is too fast, you again go to the left arrow key and you just tap it a few times, and you can feel it slowing down each time you tap. Or you can just hold it down and speed it up, right? Now, I got 94%. Now anything, you know, 85 and above, really, you can move to the next level with some confidence that they'll be able to handle the next level. And now I'm going to go to the visual screen, hit level 2. The screen, it went this way, and I will again go to play, and I will again pause it as here, especially on the very first song. I say, okay, what did we do? The keyboard was up here, and now we moved it here. So right is high, left is low. It's very important to show them just very quickly visually, and you do this again once and they get it, where the keyboard went. Otherwise it's just disorienting, right? You say, no, it was there, now it's here. So the right hand is high, left hand is low. All right, so you say, okay, so this turtle, which one is it? No, they should be pressing this. Which one is this one? That's this one. You say it's the same game. When they cross over here, you just get them. Kids just tilted their head, they got it. And why have we done this? So that they see how music notation orientates pitch vertically and how the piano relates to that. So I'm going to take them to level 3 here. And on level 3, I really don't like the guidelines because I think it interferes with the staff a little bit, so I disable those. But I usually start them on colors still on level 3. And this is kind of the big revelation for a lot of people, right? Is that, oh my gosh, you're doing music notation. That's where we were going. We started vertically, we went this way, and now we're going to color-coded musical notation. And they're recognizing how music notation represents a song they already know how to play. But music notation is where we're going because we want them to be backward compatible with 1,000 years of musical literature. That is our agenda, is to get them fluent in reading. Now at this point, I'm also not talking about half notes. I'm not talking, these are in the key of C sharp. I'm not talking about any of that. It's red, black at this point. Why? I want them to learn to play first, then read, then theory. So we speak first, then we read, then we learn grammar, the same process. And it's working really, really well. We will get to all of those things, believe me. That's our agenda. But at this level, I don't discuss any of that with them, and they absorb these things very naturally. I mean, we don't need a theory of the QWERTY keyboard to learn to type. We just need to hit that Q and hit that W and hit that T in the right order for whatever word we're playing. And it's the same thing here. They need to hit the right note at the right time. Bach said 300 years ago, that's all he did. When someone asked, how do you do that? He said, I just hit the right notes at the right time. That is the real key to the game, is that they can do that. What we found, amazingly, is that if the kids will sing the fingerings the first time, they learn it in one setting. But this is a critical phase because this frees them from the color coding. 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. I'm going to now start on level 4. Level 3 had the color coding. Level 4 takes away the colors, but we've still got the fingerings, and here we are. And now I'm going to sing the fingerings with them, right? Right hand, I'll tell them 3, 2, 2, 3. Now, I have them still sing because I'm going to take away the fingerings next. If they've had piano lessons before, this is where they actually get intimidated. Notation, because they've had such trauma with notation. But in fact, they're completely ready. And you sing it with them, and you've memorized this, right? So the higher one is 3, right? 3, 2, 2, 3. 3, 2, 3, 3, 2. Once they've mastered that level, first of all, they feel really great, right? But now I really want them off the game. And this is why the Academy DVDs are so important. We couldn't have just a thing saying, go away, go play at a piano. We need you as the parent to nurture them, coach them, get them really feeling great about what they've accomplished in these 4 levels. And you've given them, by the way, a star for each of those. You should have given them a star for level 1, right? And given them another star for level 2, 3, and now on level 4, they got another star. And I usually wait to give this star after they've sung the fingering, okay? Now they've got 4 stars here, and level 5 is the sheet music. Now, if you'll notice, on here, it has an RH, meaning right hand, 3, 2, and then the left hand, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 3, 2. Say it's the same song. You can do it. How do we get this to free play? We have to go back and into easy mode. And you see this free play over here on the right-hand side? And if I have a world like I had the Turtles, what you'll see here is that the keyboard is at the bottom. This is because the keyboard is generating the sounds now. I usually start and go to the color-coded notation on free play, which is down here. And so you'll see that the notes start playing here, right? This is a great mode, by the way, for very young children, like even 1 year old. They love just playing with this, right? And seeing that, you know, you might say, yellow, where's yellow? And if they're just learning their colors, right? It's a great, fun mode. But I'm going to use this, but then put the sheet music actually in front of the screen. But I'm going to go into that mode so I can hear. And I'm pointing. 3, 2, 2, 3. Maybe the first time they kind of get lost because right hand, left hand, but I point out to them that the right hand is in this clef and the left hand is in this clef. There's an LH next to it, there's an RH next to it. This is in a complex key. You've got, you know, D sharp, C sharp, D sharp, C sharp. Normally this would be a problem, but this is actually the first song. They don't have, it's only 2 notes. They really get it. A fun thing to do after they've mastered this is actually take them to song 2, which is in the same key. It's also a 2-note song, but it's a completely different song. And you'll be stunned. You'll be able to take them to level 4, and they'll be able to figure it out very quickly. They have absorbed more than you think in that one song. If your child's having any difficulty, have them just do the right hand. If they're really young or really challenged, have them just do one of the notes. When my daughter was 2, I was playing Pachelbel's Canon in D, just the melody, and it goes all over the keyboard. But my daughter just wanted to play Pink. She said, "I got Pink, Dad. I got Pink." And so she just played Pink, and I played along. And then she said, "I want Pink and Brown." I got Pink and Brown, and they were next to each other. I said, "Okay, you got those two," and I played everything else. And it was fun, right? She's playing Pachelbel with me, right? And I thought, how great. But at one point, she's like, "Dad, I can do it. I can do it." And she just kind of figured out, and she went all over the keyboard, and I had to slow the song down because it goes faster and faster, actually. But she went through 20 minutes she suddenly got the keyboard. Song 1 is also explained wonderfully by Don and Delana Beatty, the creators of this whole curriculum. The DVDs were created with the original Academy, and so the interface may be slightly different. It is the same functionality exactly. Easy mode songs, Your Dreams, and similar to the tracks menu here, visual, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 up top. You see it's configured very similarly and the exact same functionality. We intentionally designed the new software, even though we've got updated all the graphics, to keep the exact same templates. Do not be disoriented by the Academy DVDs. They are extremely valuable. Don and Delana have been teaching piano for almost 50 years combined. Don is the piano wizard. He is the master who taught me to play the piano as an adult. He's an extraordinary teacher. And when he came and offered to create our curriculum for us, I was just flabbergasted. After you've just seen this, then go to the notes for that DVD. All this theory is introduced as needed, not as an overview for you to even decipher what you're doing, but really as an enhancement to their musical experience, not as a prerequisite. And that has made all the difference.